in deference with time, I'm going to try to get a couple questions in, then I would like to yield some time to my colleague from Colorado. First, Ms. Seipel, I want to thank you for your investment in the development of the Marcellus shale gas and what you're doing in West Virginia. What do you think? Do you think that could lead to more gas turbine development, electric power generation in West Virginia or around the country?
Well, absolutely, I do, Congressman. The Marcellus shale is extremely real. 3 years ago, it hardly had any production. Today, it's 10.4 BCF a day. I mean, so it's extremely real. And clearly, when you have cheap energy, you have the opportunity to use that, and to have turbines to develop or produce additional electricity. Those can certainly be set in West Virginia or in other surrounding states, and where they have good access to the Marcellus shale. So, and I think that asset is going to continue to grow.
That'll only strengthen more the reliability of the grid if we can put
absolutely.
So secondly, and following to continue the same line of questioning, and you've heard earlier from some of the comments made about the subsidies to the fossil fuel, coal, oil, gas. If we were to eliminate those subsidies, what effect would that have on the grid?
I don't know that I'm really the best one to answer that, but I would say that, Dominion has all forms of energy, Congressman. As I mentioned earlier, we are also looking at wind.
Well, let's look at some, if any others would like to add, if we were to eliminate the subsidies for all renewables and fossil fuels, what effect would that have on the grid reliability?
I'd be happy to answer that, sir. I don't think there would be any adverse impact on reliability. I think what you would see is much more efficient investment in generating resources for the long term, and it would be easier to integrate resources onto the grid. You would have less investment in subsidized intermittent generation. However, the subsidies, when you look at the subsidies in contrast to on a total dollar basis, as Mr. Gramlich has done, but look at it on a per megawatt hour basis. The Energy Information Administration has issued reports saying that intermittent resource subsidies are far greater, and in combining both that PTC and requirements to use through renewable portfolio standards. So I don't think there'd be any adverse impacts. I think the grid would actually benefit.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to yield back the balance of my time then to my friend from Colorado.
Okay. Gentleman yields to the gentleman from California. Colorado.
I thank my colleague from West Virginia. Appreciate yielding time. Mr. Gramlich, there was a question